So let me hear this Max Lindley hockey story because he doesn't tell me anything. So
Well, first of all, my dad has requested who coached Max the year they won the state championship. He has requested me to say that Max was his favorite player that he's coached.
wow, that's huge. He's coming
Yeah,
over. He likes that. He's coming over
I'm
from.
sure he
I'm
does.
absolutely honored.
Yeah, he.
Absolutely honored by Big Frank the Tank.
I told him that I was coming on here, and he was like, "Oh, well, make sure you mention to Max that he's my favorite." I'm like, "Okay, all right, all right."
Settle down there.
Yeah, I was like, "All right,"
He was
but
the best though.
oh, he still loves it. He wears his ring every once in a while just to get under my skin. He's like, "Yeah, you don't have one of these."
Oh,
I love it. I
But
love it.
so the story
all
with
right.
Max was
Onwards with you, Max.
we had an empty slot in Glenrock did, and my travel coach was their head coach, Anthony Yelovich, and my dad was the assistant with him, and also our goalie coach, Max and I's goalie coach, was the other assistant coach there. So I
Is
knew
that
the
is that
entire.
Is that Zane?
Yes,
I know
yes. Oh,
Zane.
he's
Zane's a
everyone knows Zane.
great guy.
Yeah, he's an
Because
awesome
he
guy.
he was a TA at our high school, so like everybody knew Zane. It was
That's
he's
awesome.
a good guy.
Yeah, he's like he's a player coach. Like he's very good to relate to. Like I relate to him when we're skating. Like we'll just talk about life, not just hockey.
Yeah.
And so we have this slot open, and our coach Yelovich, he texted me one night. He's like, "Hey, you guys have like this date open?" And I said, "Yeah, I think so." He's like, "Oh well, we have a like I heard you guys have a slot." And I said, "Yeah, I think we do." And I'm like, "Call my coach, schedule a game." So the game gets scheduled. So I know this entire coaching staff. My dad's on it, and I've him and I go back and forth all the time about Mo Beard was better, Glen Rock was better, this and that, and
Yeah.
so we're playing, and the first period ends, and like Zane and Max are saying stuff to me. I don't really remember what it was, but they were saying stuff, and then the second period comes around, and I go to their end, and I just look over at their bench, and my dad was on the bench. He was just watching from the stands, but he came down for the third period. But Zane and Max are screaming at me from the other end, or
So,
from their end.
some good old chirps.
Yeah. Oh my God, they were ripping me, and I just I'm like I do a little figure eight in between whistles just to keep myself busy, and I like skate over, and I'm just like I can still hear them. Like it had to be 4 minutes into the period. They're still going. Just about everything and anything they could possibly say. And
That's unreal.
oh man, and I've seen Max get under some goalie's skin pretty good, and I just was kind of chuckling, like just laughing in the net, like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah,
And
dude, that's crazy.
but yeah, Max would just not stop. He was nonstop the whole game.
Kid's relentless.
But he was a good sport about it though.
All right.
I think he was
At least you can give him that.
no, he was a good sport. But yeah, I'll never forget that he was just running his mouth the whole game with us. And it gave me it made it fun. Like that was a serious game, obviously, because I wanted to beat Glen Rock because my dad was coaching. But
yeah,
also
that shit's personal.
it got real personal. It got on Twitter.
Wow.
It was the battle of the Del Tufos in high school hockey.
Damn, that's a legacy though that it'll live on in New Jersey hockey for years to come.
Yeah,
Your children's children will talk about that one.
yeah. I hope. But
Yeah.
I'll say this personally. I've never seen a player in high school hockey, actually in hockey in general, that's able to get under kids' skins as well as Max did. That Middletown North game was they played Middletown North in states, and I was at the game just watching and supporting them. And Max got the Middletown North goalie in the middle of the game to skate over to their bench and chirp him back in the middle of the play because he was ripping him so badly from the bench. It was unbelievable. I've never seen that in all of my years of playing hockey.
It's funny because that's like the old Max that I remember, but the Max these days I feel like is like way more like reserved than he used to be like out on the rink.
Interesting.
That's my 2 cents at least.
And I'll keep that in mind if we ever skate together again. But he definitely was someone that if you played against him, you remember that goalie for sure.
You remember that red hair?
Oh, that flow coming out of the net.
The flow's no longer, but
I know I'm a bit disappointed. That was
I
kind of
agree.
his trademark.
I was a fan of it.
It's all right. Maybe. Hey, it's summer. Now's the time.
True that.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the rest of our channel and subscribe. Make sure to follow our Instagram and maybe consider subscribing on Patreon for our bonus content. You can only find it there. I promise it will be well worth it. Thanks.